Closing arguments are expected now tomorrow in the murder trial for Jose Laren Garcia, the Cathedral City man accused in the deadly shootings of 4 people in Palm Springs back in 2019. News Channel 3's Jake Gracia has brought us the latest developments every step of the way in this potential death penalty case. Tonight, he's looking back on the case that will soon be in the hands of the jury.
This trial started all the way back in November, and on Tuesday, after 7 weeks of testimony, prosecutors and defense attorneys will make their case to the jury one final time. The future of Jose Laren Garcia will soon be in the hands of the jury. He's facing 4 counts of murder for the deadly shootings of these 4 victims, ages 17 to 25, in Palm Springs 3 years ago. Prosecutors say 3 of the victims were systematically executed in this Toyota Corolla that crashed at Sunny Dunes and El Placer just before midnight, February 3rd, 2019. The 4th victim's body was found 30 minutes later lying in the street half a mile away. The jury heard about blood found on Laren Garcia's clothing that spatter experts say shows he was in extremely close proximity to several of the victims when they got shot. The defense says the fact that a murder weapon was never found is a big hole in this case, but prosecutors argue an unusual combination of 9mm bullet casings from the scene match those found in Laren Garcia's bedroom and the trunk of his car. An undercover agent who posed as an inmate in Laren Garcia's Banning jail cell testified he used the Spanish word fregada, which he said translates to an expletive meaning I'm screwed. The agent said Laren Garcia indicated detectives had the gun used in the shootings. The defense questioned their own blood spatter expert, who testified based on his analysis there was another person in the Toyota Corolla with Laren Garcia, John Olvera, who the prosecution called to the stand early in this case. Olvera testified that social media messages appearing to take credit for the murders were simply bluffs or lyrics by a rapper called Youngboy. The defense will argue that there's not enough to convict Laren Garcia on, based on the fact that there were no eyewitnesses, no gunshot residue found, no murder weapon recovered, and what they say is no compelling forensic evidence. The prosecution, on the other hand, will say it's obvious Laren Garcia is guilty based on things like him running away from the hospital, shaving his head, and buying a one-way bus ticket to Florida. We'll have the latest on these closing arguments Tuesday from right inside the courtroom. Jake Gracia, News Channel 3, Indio.